the souls that we need to get there will be found in canisters, so we don't have to rely on killing an enemy to get the soul that we need. Rush soul on death, you know, that's actually a very reasonable thing to expect to see happen. What we get in the next couple of minutes will almost certainly determine what kind of route we see early. Nothing very interesting so far. We're going to set up our save so we're able to sleep later. This will allow us to escape rooms without having to traverse them twice. So just some okay accessories so far. I certainly have not seen a seed with vanilla soul requirements. When you consider just how many souls can be rolled in there, the odds are going to be very, very unlikely to do that. It could happen. Somehow, though, we frequently have seeds come up where Basilisk is one of the required souls, and that soul significantly reduces your damage dealt, so we do not want to be seeing that. I'm okay with not seeing Black Panther. We do not want a Basilisk seed. It is painful. Well, nobody's going to argue about a black belt. Looks like we'll be waiting till after Creaking Skull to get our first progression. Fairly good chance it'll be vanilla flying armor. Maybe not in the exact same spot, but close by. We're going to use that to continue along the castle corridor. Didn't seem like much, but there goes our first boss. Got a flame necklace inside the wall. And there's our vanilla flying armor. Podolak using sleep to just save the travel out of the room. Thankfully, resetting in this game is very quick. Ah, Tear of Blood in a sort of slightly inconvenient spot. We will not be coming back for that. Oh, almost. We're not actually supposed to be able to make this jump with just flying armor, but if you stand in just the right place and then turn and jump at the same time, you can get just enough air to make it across. And it's really painful if we can't get this, if there's something important. Looks like Cecil, yep, she's going for the kill. There is a damage boost method as well. Neither player really wants to leave this behind. It can be incredibly punishing to have to come back. Cecil opting for the gamble. Alright, Podolak also deciding to pass. I am going to spend the rest of this seed wondering what was there. Oh, Podolak gets the damage boost for some coffee. Did not pay off. But at least we know. Kioma Demon. If you're gonna have a bat-locked slot, it's much better off being a canister. There's our double jump. And Cecil opting not to pick up the cream puff. Which anyone who was here for the last race will know, I am a huge advocate of picking up all of the cream puffs. Alright, no rotten meat for us. Might be a different case if we had picked up Flesh Golem, but we haven't. Podolak knows what's up, taking that cream puff, no hesitation. Some samurai armor on the right there. Gonna give us a nice little damage boost. Nothing else really interesting here, though. Mistletoe. Very nice weapon to see early, does holy damage. As you can imagine, most of the things in Dracula's castle are going to be weak to holy. And here comes Manticore, boss number 2. Ooh, poisoned. That's going to reduce our damage a little bit. And a potato pancake. That is food you do not leave behind. Two potato pancakes made a huge difference in our last race. Cecil opting to leave, going back to the corridor. Common choice. We have a big old lance if we keep going, and what's in the sky? Looked like just a silver plate. Nothing we're going to lose sleep over. Well, basilisk seeds come to mind. Alternatively speaking, I'd say most seeds are generally similar. One of the bigger differences, I guess, would be whether or not you're forced to go down to Legion, because that's a choice we just don't want to make. I found this randomizer is incredibly fluid, and there's a fairly good chance you'll pick up Black Panther at an early point, and that means travel time is nil. Teleport spots are fairly convenient throughout most of the castle. Pudding. It was not difficult at all to fall in love with Aria of Sorrow, and then the randomizer, just like most randomizers, really gives it a fresh new feeling. And there's just enough to be done, and just enough different ways to get there that you never really know where the seed's going to take you. Cecil going back for that coffee, which means Podolak's going to make up that time. He's going to be very disappointed when he gets there. Meanwhile, Podolak will probably continue up into the dance hall. Cuddle drop. We would probably use that if it weren't for Mistletoe. Perhaps we'll sell it later. So here's our first real divergence. We get to see dance hall and inner quarters. Ideally, we would go from one into the other, but unless we find either giant bat or blaze skeleton, we won't be doing that just now. Undine. We can now walk on water. Cecil is taking that as a sign. It's time to go. I was really hoping we get to see what Soul Headhunter has for us today. Floating Gardens is going to be a fun little check we'll get to see very shortly. Cecil showing us that Undine doesn't actually mean we need that to get there, but it does tell us it's in logic. I'd say there's almost no question. There's a pretty good chance that Cecil will continue on out of Floating Gardens and do Clock Tower as well. Mistletoe is a nice little weapon to be taking against death. Podolak has flight. Coming through the dance hall has certainly paid off. Where Tiger Soul? You never know if you're going to need that. Podolak opting to leave the Tsuchinoko alive. And Cecil gets Skula. Looks like we will be going underwater this seed. There is an incredibly high chance. Well, the likely result means we'll be seeing Podolak go and do top floor before finding Undine at inner quarters or Skula in Floating Gardens. Podolak not leaving anything behind. What do we have up top? Could it be anything good? As a soul, it's Quetzalcoatl. Guy has a good point. School is required, and if the seed is otherwise nice to us, we could find ourselves going up, getting all 3 of the books, finding all 3 of the souls that we need, going to defeat Graham, finding out that school is not there, as it commonly can be in a quick state, and then wondering, okay, where in the rest of the castle do I have left? Cecil in the room of patience. Oh, not showing any patience today. Spikes aren't that big of a deal. Rewarded with Rhinus' Spear. It's actually a nice little weapon, a little bit unwieldy without backdash, but rather powerful. It is going to take a lot of food to get out of here. Ooh. These pointy things. I'd really like to know what that book 3 says. Podolak picking up Undine. Oh, I missed it. Oh, man-like figure can be fun, especially depending on whether or not there's 2 L's on the like, and exactly what it is they're after. Any number of golems is what we're looking at here. Oh, it's a blue canister. It's Big Golem. Pretty good chance that's the one we're looking for, actually. Nope. Big Golem's blue. Book 3 is for Idle Soul, so that's not the case. Let's see if we can figure out which one this is. Just regular old Golem is one of the ones made out of soil. Big Golem is also a man-like figure made out of soil. Difference here would be the color. So it should be good old-fashioned Golem soul. There's book 2, which I'm really hoping also just happens to be Big Golem. Oh, Podolak, you're scaring me. Meanwhile, Rong and his spear are working out rather well against death. There is a tactic I had not considered before, getting caught by a succubus and simply sleeping your way out of the room. Cecil doing very big numbers of damage to death. Death is down. We avoid the scythe, and what are we rewarded with? Ghost. And a potion. Olrox's suit. Very decent armor. Podolak picks up a potato pancake. That will help. Oh, Galamoth. That is a nice find to have before doing the inner quarters. Some cream soda. Cecil taking the quick way out. Meanwhile, Podolak approaching the clock tower from the other side. Means we're going to wait a little bit longer before we pick up our book 3 for Podolak. Mistletoe putting in just as much work as Rando's spear did. Requires a little more hopping. Cecil going for a little dive. Makes me wonder what exactly he wants to be doing down here without flight. Likely just following that Undine school of logic. Podolak making good use of the Cuddle's double hit. Get a lot of damage in a short period of time. Death's Robe. That is some very nice armor for Cecil. As far as equipment goes, I wouldn't be asking for much more. I would be very happy with that Death's Robe. A Levitain would be nice, maybe. Or a Vijaya. Podolak also with book 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we've read the text on book 2 yet. In Demon's Mail, all of the armor is in Eastern Reservoir today. Armor and mind-ups. Having good armor will make our chaos fight easier, not to mention Graham and Julius. Hard to be upset about. Cecil thinking, guns don't belong in Castlevania. Which is a pretty common sentiment, except for when it's the positron rifle, which we don't see nearly often enough. Picking up a rush soul off of a drop could be kinda nice, given we're already diving. We might be looking at a reverse study if we're still looking for souls. Alright, Podolak thinking it's time. I have all 3 books. Yep, Were Jaguar. And book 2 is Big Golem. Golem and Big Golem. Honestly, dealing with the Golem soul requirements is probably the most single confusing thing in this randomizer. When you're first getting into it, trying to memorize what everybody's each individual bestiary entries isn't too horrible in a lot of cases. Some just speak for themselves, but oh man, the way those golems are written. Oh. Final guard. 35 minutes in and no Black Panther. The audience gets what they wished for. Podolak likely thinking about checking the 2 remaining checks in Clock Tower, picking up Skula. That is what we're seeing here. This is true. All of the souls that are required to reach the good ending will always be found in canisters. They can be found as drops as well, but the progression will always place them in canisters, whether it's for the good ending or just for progression. Podolak now doing the Room of Patience, and not feeling very patient. This is a very slow room if you're not willing to take damage from spikes. I'm very strongly feeling the forbidden area check. I personally find climbing up in this room to be quite annoying. Just between the Medusas, the demon in the center, and occasional irritation by Merman, they're not as bad. Oh, sweet, sweet freedom. Teleporter unlocked. Podolak realizing there are some items in the inner quarters that still need to be collected, plus having Galamoth means we're only coming here once. Unfortunately, we'll have to walk out unless we get Slide or Giant Bat. Meanwhile, Cecil is going into the forbidden area. Also, again, either Slide or Giant Bat will give us more options than taking the long way, as we could just go do reverse study and unlock the shop while we're there. Rune Ring is a fairly nice find. And we will see what Soul Headhunter has for us. This is an anti-softlock measure, but one of the things it can be is Black Panther. Podolak using the Cuddle to do major damage to Headhunter. Picking up Backdash in the study entrance to Forbidden is... it's kind of nice to have, especially when you're using a weapon as big as the Wronginus Spear. The Cuddle is nice simply because of the multi-hit. It does fairly decent damage for early game. So if you can get close enough without walking into something, the damage does add up. Pitch black suit, not an upgrade over our Olrock suit. Galamouth has nothing for us today. Some ninja garb. What do we have in the ceiling? More coffee. Oh, looks like it was tea. My bad. Where is Podolak going? Did he pick up slide? He did. I missed that. Cecil is probably going to be very happy with this final sword backdash combination. They have no more need for gear in this seed. Oof. Cecil happily leaving the forbidden area behind. And I do feel like it's Podolak's turn to go underwater. Podolak going to be picking up all of the armor they're going to need for the rest of the game very shortly. Meanwhile, Cecil showing us something new. Wondering if we'll see Baylor or Legion first. Probably Baylor. No, I am mistaken. Let us go see what Legion has in store. We'll be seeing one and many all at the same time. Oh, blocking mail. Oh, never mind. We're opting out of Legion. It is not worth the additional 3 items. Let's hope there's nothing there. Finding the soul canister here could be one of the only things that'll bring Cecil back. And there is our canister rush soul. Putting the not much we found in the forbidden area in logic. I have not seen either character pick up Golem or Were-Jaguar, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I feel like we saw the Were-Jaguar soul, but I don't recall if it was from a canister. Final Sword was in Forbidden, along with our backdash soul. Okay, so all we're missing then is the Golem soul. Yes, Jaguar is the uppercut. Giant Bat is not required, thankfully. We have our flight from Hippogriff. Well, Podolak has flight from Hippogriff, which was found in the dance hall. And there was a canister in the Giant Bat locked location. Very likely, Raster will be going to pick up flight now via Hippogriff. So each player in this case taking turns clearing out things the other has already done. So we should probably start brainstorming, where could that golem soul be? I'm kind of hoping it's behind Legion, so we actually get to see Legion today. There's our hippogriff right there. Although, taking a look at the pre-Balor gauntlet could be fun. We are sufficiently set up for equipment that not much is going to give us any difficulty. Another mana prism. Very nice. Well, Cecil did not miss anything by not having flight when going through the Forbidden Area. Podolak opting not to go to the Forbidden Area, missing out on Final Sword, Backdash, and Kicker. Yes, Podolak has checked the dance hall ceiling. There was T. Well, anywhere in the arena, really. Together between both runners, I don't believe anything else has been left behind. There's always a small chance that one of them will just happen to pick up the soul from a drop. Which would be great news for Podolak. Maybe not so much for Cecil not having all 3 books yet. Were Jaguar, Big Golem, and Golem are required souls to reach Chaos. And here they are. They're one, they're many. The Big Ball Legion. Wrong and Spear putting in some very, very good work. You gotta get a little close to get the best out of it, but oh man, look at those numbers. Raster picking up the second soul. Oh, the lubricants, no! Both of our runners taking a little bit of a different beating there. Oh, we got the Excalibur! Stone included! That is not something you see every scene. So, nothing behind Legion. Let's go into the arena. We are getting awfully close to a 100% seed. And yet, still no Black Panther. Where is it hiding? We did have that call out for vanilla. That's still very much an option here. You are right, Guy McGuy. Becoming king would be a bit of an improvement over being the Prince of Darkness. Where, oh where could my golem soul be? Oh where could it be? Going through the Red Minotaur room seems like a curious decision, knowing that we're only missing a soul. We could get that canister through the wall. Only a few spots left. Oh! Nope. I should. I wish I was half as creative, or fraction as creative as Dr. Bobtastic. He is my commentary idol, no doubt. Unfortunately, I don't quite have that kind of skill. Here comes the gauntlet. Interesting tactic. I never thought to rush through that room. Unless we're forgetting something, yes, it has to be in one of these next 4 checks. There's a Vijaya. 3 locations remain. You know what? I think there are a couple of checks in Western Reservoir we never got to. So there may be a couple more spots left. Ah, slide was on Headhunter. I had missed that. That's where we got it. Because I'm pretty sure there's actually still a slide soul out there. Podolak not able to lament skipping Forbidden Area for that final sword. I believe that was Kaiser Knuckle we skipped. We definitely do not need that. And because we do not have Giant Bat, we are actually going to get to watch some DDR. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All of study has gone unchecked. Which would feel incredibly unfortunate. I'd rather it be here. Very smooth movements against Baylor. If the Golem Soul is all the way back in study, I think it's going to teach our runners they need to read more books. Or better yet, you know what would be even better than study? If it's in the shop. I guess you can't buy souls there, just the books. That's too bad. Here goes DDR. No, I don't believe souls can actually be in the shop. But books, though. Books can be. Oh, is it? It's White Dragon. Oh no. We thought classes were out, but we were wrong. To the study! Raster about to go through the same series of unfortunate checks, although with slightly better weaponry. Where Jaguar showing off just how good its soul is. Oh, Podolak, okay. Podolak going in for Forbidden Study. Or Forbidden Area. Into Study. I imagine we'll actually get to see Podolak do Forbidden Area first, rather than going straight up. Curious to see the decision there. Fully knowing there's more checks in Study. But they also knew that they had progression in advance. At least in this case, Podolak does have Blaze Skeleton to slide through, whereas Raster did not when they did their check. Yes, Podolak has done the sky checks outside Forbidden Area. Cecil's taking the much quicker approach to gauntlet rooms which don't have what we want. And both of our runners are going to be very, very well geared for the rest of the game. Final Sword is going to put in some work, especially with that backdash soul just outside study. Here we get to see another Baylor fight. It really packs a punch. Raster not using that backdash cancel. You can see the fire in his eyes. Alright, Podolak in study. Where could it be? And still wondering here, where is that Black Panther soul? Very elusive. There's our speed soul. Well, this will make checking the rest very easy. You gotta wonder, what's going through Podolak's mind right now? Black Panther was in the study. Is there a chance that Raster went through the study first and yet still had a seed this long, or do they feel confident? Cockatrice soul. We are running out of spots to check here, folks. There's our golem. With 2 locations left unchecked. Pre-gram. Oof. Podolak probably thrilled to have Black Panther right now and just get this over and done with. There's the claim Soleil's for sale. Oh, sell that final sword. Pick up that claim Soleil's. Or even the silver gun. We don't need that either. Yeah, there we go. And some food. Buy some food. There's potato pancakes there, right for the taking. Yeah, that's a lot of potato pancakes. We still have more stuff we could sell, too. That is the perk right there of a 100% seed. You will never hurt for money. Items in the shop have also been randomized, and you can spend to your heart's content. That's not necessarily true. Final Sword has its perks as well. While I personally believe the Claim Soleil's is a better overall weapon, other weapons will be better in certain cases. For instance, like, I'd rather have the Positron rifle against Julius than the Claim. Podolak is happily putting the hurt on Graham right now. Well, it's undeniable that overall in the game, the Claim Soleil's is the best weapon. There's a reason why you have to go into the Forbidden Area to get it. That massive arc is just one of those perks. The fact that it swings so fast. And the holy element is not something you're usually going to regret. There's our giant bat behind Graham. Totally forgot we hadn't seen that. And we are off to fight Julius. This is true, no double hits, and that's one of the things you gotta consider. If you have something with a nice large hitbox, like Chaos, it's worth considering the Final Sword instead, as you can get the 2 to 3 hits on there. It is a bit of a slower swing, though. Julius's whip is painful, regardless of what you're wearing. Even I'm learning things from the seed right now. I know that it's a common choice to skip the study when you have progression to go elsewhere, because that's an early area and we're more likely to find something somewhere else. But when we have access to the entire castle, should it be weighed the same? And Julius is down. Rush Soul putting in a lot of work in that fight. Golem Soul was near the front of study. The first check when you go down from the entrance. I can still only wonder exactly what's going through Podolak's mind right now. 600 HP, all the armor you could possibly want, claims Leia's final sword, and we're just rushing to the end, only taking the briefest moments to check for anything extra. Because you never know if you're going to find that Chaos Ring. We have not seen Levitane or Rahab's sword. That is a good point. They may have been available in the shop. That's usually not what I'm looking for at the end of the game. Here we go. Chaos Phase 1. Try not to blink. This first phase is not going to take long. Have not seen Valenway in this seed either. Generally, you don't want to. We don't usually level up very much in this randomizer, and as a result, the Valenway is very underwhelming. Still looks and sounds cool, but that's about where it stops, unfortunately. There is no gear set that can make up the difference. Wondering how many of the eyes we'll be seeing defeated here. Rush Soul making very quick work of the lower right eye. We're doing 48s to the center. I don't think we'll be destroying the other two eyes. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And that is time for Podolak. With an official SRL time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 29 seconds. So as our winner of both games, Podolak will be progressing into the next round. This was the lower bracket round 5. Podolak will be going into the last round of the lower bracket against Jupiter Climb to eventually go to the grand finals against Simo Rocks. Raster, Cecil taking a quick pit stop at the shop. Fill up that HP. Oh, not even going to the shop. Let's just go. We're gonna head straight for Julius. And without the claims to Leia's, we'll be seeing slightly different strats. I'm hoping that if you like seeing Aria of Sorrow Randomizer, you will go ahead and give both of our runners a follow. And I highly encourage you, if you haven't already, to give the Randomizer a try yourself. It is incredibly fluid. It would feel a lot more natural to actually be able to play it on a Game Boy Advance. Especially if you've played Aria of Sorrow before, veteran or not. Final Sword's reach is being very helpful here for Cecil. I do not know Coral, actually. And Julius is down. Good work by Raster Cecil. However, that will be the end for us. So they will not be going on to finish Chaos. But a huge thank you to both of our runners for coming out and putting on a big show for us today. This is a wildly different seed from the last one that they played. And I am looking forward to seeing what the remaining few rounds of this tournament have in store for us. Thank you to all of you guys for showing up. And thank you to Kirito for being our restreamer, getting everything ready for us. And if anything, I just hope to see you guys again soon.